As soon as Bridgerton's eagerly anticipated second season appeared on Netflix, fans began demanding a third. You can never have enough of something so good, right? Fortunately for us, production on season 3 and 4, as well as prequel, are already planned. So we might be returning to the ton in no time. But what does the cast think about the upcoming season of this Regency-era Gossip Girl of a show? Continue watching to find out. Let's see what Penelope says about her future with Colin. First, we'll talk about what Nicola Collin, who plays Penelope, also a certain gossip queen, has to say about her future with love interest Colin. As you may recall, Penelope was in awe of Colin's efforts to defend her and her family after he revealed her cousin Jack's scheme to sell the ton false rubies. The two did enjoy some great moments, such as when Colin told Penelope how precious she is to him and dancing with her at the Featherington ball. But the good vibes didn't last long after he turned around and dismissed her as a love interest to his friends. This observation, in Colin's opinion, will benefit her character over time. In an interview, Colin says Penelope needs to quit idolizing him so much if they're to end up together. She believes he's perfect. She sees nothing wrong with him. She needs to stop seeing him as this faultless boy and start seeing him as a real person. It's a crucial lesson in a relationship, and Penelope will undoubtedly gain a lot from it. Colin continues on, saying if the two were to ever end up together, the playing field would have to be leveled first. Well, we certainly hope to see that happen. Everyone is rooting for Colin. We ship for it. In another interview, the actress says she thinks the next season will feature some sexy scenes between the two. After all this build-up, we think it's absolutely necessary. Crucial, if you may. She clarifies after that she hasn't read the scripts, but was only given an overview. Good enough, Penelope isn't the only one to have an opinion about this relationship. Here's what Colin, or Luke, has to say about it. Luke Newton, who plays Colin, has some thoughts on this matter too. He stated in an interview that Colin and Penelope have been friends for far too long a time, and that's why Colin hadn't really thought of her in a romantic way. Even though it was pretty obvious to us, we guessed they just have to break through the friend zone first, and maybe we'll finally get to see them together. The two are meant to be. They're beyond adorable. Newton recalls that the pair situation hasn't been hot and steamy, or had the development of relationships they've seen with other characters on the show, but it's still incredibly good to portray both aspects of being in love. The sexy mutual side and the bittersweet unrequited side is what we're assuming Luke meant by that. When asked about what Colin might think should he ever learn Pen's identity as Lady Whistledown, Newton reveals his thoughts. He says he believes Colin and Penelope have a strong enough connection to be able to move past that, but also that basically anything could happen. We hope this won't be a problem that the two can't solve. We'll just have to wait and see for ourselves. Now, on to the drama between Penelope and Eloise. Penelope's friendship with Eloise Bridgerton would also be on the rocks in the third season. If you recall, Eloise found out about Penelope's secret identity, and she was less than thrilled, to say the least. A best friend patch-up might be just what the doctor ordered. It'd definitely cure our broken hearts to see the two make up. Nicola Collin says that she thinks Penelope will have to learn that she can't keep lying to her loved ones. She also believes that the two will reconcile, because in lifelong friendships, that's just what you're supposed to do. However, Pen does have some serious apologizing to do. Claudia Jessie, who plays Eloise Bridgerton, also wants them to reconcile ASAP. Jessie predicts that Eloise will be furious with Penelope, but will still remain respectful of their years of friendship. She doesn't think Eloise will spill the beans on her secret identity. She is sure that Elle will remain a good and loyal friend, and wouldn't want to ruin Pen in the cruel eyes of high society. BFF goals? Oh yes. Well then, where does that leave us with Whistledown? Does Lady Whistledown continue writing? Nicola Collin suggests that after all this drama, Lady Whistledown will become a bit of a savage. Penelope will be in a dark place after losing her only two friends, Colin and Eloise. So Whistledown is all she has now. Colin recalls that in season 2, Penelope had a bit of an arrogant attitude about her. She would hear all the praises that her alter ego was getting, and she made lots of money too. She hopes that in the next season, she takes it down a notch. Luke Newton wonders aloud in an interview whether Penelope will have any loyalty left to the Bridgertons now that bonds have been broken. They were previously protected from slander, but now anything is on the table. Now let's move on to Anthony and Kate's love story. What does Simone Ashley say about the future of Canthony? If you remember, season 2 was all about the turmoil of Kate and Anthony's relationship. One moment they hate each other, and the next they're head over heels in love. They're fighting and flirting, laughing and crying, something about a bee sting, lots of sexual tension. Then they get married. That about sums sums it up, Simone Ashley, who plays Kate, says that if she were to return for season 3, she'd love to continue their love story. She wants to see the couple in a post-marriage honeymoon bliss kind of light, something we didn't get to see much of with Daphne and Simon. She wants to see Kate thriving as the new Viscountess. Oh, and horse riding, lots of it. Jonathan Bailey, who plays the Viscount himself, reiterates that once you're married to a Bridgerton, you're in the family now. Ashley goes on further and talks about how Kate is now in charge of the household and has some big shoes to fill. For her character, she wants the same vulnerability and softness which she had, so she can share it with her new husband. Simone then expressed her utter excitement to see the growth of her character and just to see her happy. She wishes to see Kate more heart-strong rather than headstrong. We couldn't agree more. Simone Ashley may have been the perfect addition to the Bridgerton cast. We are completely in awe of her and wish to see more of her in the future. Moving on to Benedict Bridgerton. In an interview, Luke Thompson, who plays the second eldest Bridgerton, Benedict, shares his high hopes for the future of his character. Thompson first explains that although the show is completely rooted in the books, it's not tied to them. So even if the books say that Benedict is the next one to shine, the show has the license to do whatever it wants. He then reveals that this isn't waiting for any big moment for Benedict, because even if you're not directly in the spotlight, there's still so much going on, and it's all a group effort. Thompson assures us that as long as Benedict continues to be explored, he'll be happy. Don't know about you, but we'd be thrilled to see Benedict grow as a character and maybe see a softer, more romantic side to him. Mama Bridgerton has some hopes too. Ruth Gemmell, who plays our favorite Bridgerton mom, Violet, has a specific scene she'd love to explore. She recalls it must have been a part of the book about Benedict, in which a gentleman asks Violet to dance at a ball. She agrees and dances with him, but her children seem disturbed by this. Ruth says she thinks there's something lovely about Violet starting to think of herself rather than her children now. And lastly, to Lady Danbury. Adjoa Ando expressed that she wants to see Lady Danbury interact more with the other characters like Eloise and Penelope. She also believes that Lady Danbury is secretly quite fond of Lady Featherington and her determination. She'd like to see that friendship sort of blossom. Lastly, she would like to see the lady in love. Oh, we are rooting for that for sure. Hopefully, all our questions will be answered as early as the summer of 2023 when Bridgerton Season 3 is expected to air. We can't wait to see what the plot has next in store for us. We're ready, are you? That's a wrap for this video. What else do you think will happen in Season 3? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.